Warning: the following video contains hunting and shooting that's educational in nature, but may be offensive to some people. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, everybody, this vlog we start out in Grand Rapids, Michigan, right here. That's Michael back there behind me. And this morning I got up really super early and drove to the San Antonio airport. Took an early flight into Atlanta, a flight from Atlanta to Grand Rapids. We now got us a little rent car. And tell them what we're doing here. Where are we not leaving?
We're sticking around because they decided to not bring my bags to Grand Rapids from Chicago.
So it's always something. Anyway, they lost Michael's bag, so right from here we're heading to Legends Ranch, where we're going to spend the night. We got to get the bags tonight because tomorrow morning we're going to leave Legends and head to another place and then to another place. So this is going to be a trip around Michigan for right now anyway. Hopefully we'll get the bags and get the heck out of here. All right, we got our stuff. I should say Michael got his stuff, and now we're heading up to Legends Ranch just outside of Bitely, Michigan. Damn, look at that. They got the museum done. Okay, so we are at the Gutierrez Servant Company. Okay, we're at the Gutierrez Servant Company up here out of Bitely, Michigan. And there's Robert, and there's Jake. And look at this for a pretty cool feed system. A little John Deere tractor and a little silo on the back of it right here that they put the magic in. If you've never been on a deer farm and you've wondered how in the world they grow such big deer, well, go to a deer farm and find out. This one right here is in Michigan. We go to lots of them. This trip we're going to be going to several of them. And you can go too. All you got to do is just call the people and go. All right, on the road again. We are heading right now towards Gaylord, Michigan. We wound up filming yesterday evening a bunch of different deer over at the Gutierrez Servant Company, and now we're traveling the Michigan countryside, heading towards Gaylord to another deer farm. So right now we're just outside of Gaylord at BR2 Whitetails, and I want to show you one reason why I love deer farming so much. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, bud. Tell everybody howdy. Here. Get over here and say hi there. Hi. Anyway, where are these deer going to go? What's going to happen to these deer? I mean, that's the big question I get asked all the time. Do you hunt them in pens? The answer is heck no. Okay, see the pen? See the wire right here all the way around? These deer are in pens, and the reason why is so they can do research on these deer and grow the biggest, not just the biggest antlers, but the healthiest animals there are. I want to show you something here. I tell people that white-tailed deer that live on a deer farm are the luckiest deer in the world. First off, look at this. This is a facility right here. They do artificial insemination here and vaccinations and all. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to show you these deer right here. And look how special these deer are. Hey guys, there you are. Look at that. Can you see that? That one little doe has got 2 broken legs. She's got a cast on each leg. Can you see that? Now, how'd that happen? No clue. But it happened, and on a deer farm, they wind up taking the deer like that, and they'll bring them in and doctor them up and make sure they're feeling better. And if the deer were out in the wild, of course, they'd die with a broken leg for sure. But at least it's a deer farmer has the ability to work with them and try to help them out. Anyway, it's a cool deal. And seeing the way, deer farming is a good way for if you want to make a living on a small piece of property, you can. Now, this is not a small piece of property, it's big. But I'm going to show you something over here. These little, where the lattice work is behind me, all that, those are individual stalls where they've got babies in there. I'm going to show you these babies right now. They have access to the outside, and so I'm going to show you. They'll bring them in at night, so they're nice and safe. Where is everybody? Okay, there's somebody right there. How you doing? Tell everybody howdy. Yep, howdy. And I've said it for a long time. If you don't like baby deer, more than likely, I'm not going to like you either. Everybody likes baby deer. All right, got something really cool going on this morning, and I want you to see what's on the back of this cart right here. Not Lance. Yes, that's Lance, but look what Lance has got. That deer is asleep. He's got a huge problem. He was holding his head all cockeyed. All right, so here's what we've got. Got a big old buck right there, and you'll see got some tourniquets. Golly, it's hard for me to be able to tell if we're going to be able to show this to you or not. But some tourniquets are put right here on the antler because we're going to go ahead and cut it right here. And the whole purpose is so we can get some of that weight off, and that way he won't be holding his head cockeyed like that anymore. Ooh, I'd cut him right here. I'd leave that. I'd cut that off.
That's what I was thinking too.
You need to balance that weight out as best you can.
Like he said up here, but I'm like, man, you're gonna leave all that on. All right, you ready?
Yep. Go for it.
So what you're doing?
So right now we're putting a little bit of blood stop powder on it. We're gonna see if we get the blood to clot up and stop bleeding.
This is actually going really, really smooth. You don't really realize how big these deer are until you get them on the ground and get your hands on them. And hey, somebody hand me that cutoff. I want to show them how big that was. I mean, the deer is just, he was just lopsided as could be. And of course, when the antlers dry up, they lighten up considerably. But good gosh, look at that. That's what got cut off of him right there. That's a big old bunch of ballast on him. So you ought to be really happy when we get done with this. Really happy. All right, so there he is. We wound up got him taken care of. We gave him a reversal about 15 minutes ago, and he's starting to wake up. So we're going to get out of here, and we're finishing up right now in on this farm, and we're heading towards Detroit. Ugh. But we're going to stop at a deer farm before we get to Detroit.
It's crazy. It's a bit like driving.
Got a 3.5 hour drive down towards Detroit. Never been to the farm we're going to now. They say it's 30 minutes away from the Detroit airport, and it's in a subdivision. A deer farm in a subdivision around Detroit. That ought to be nice. So we're at a deer farm over by Detroit, and I think we're going to be starving tonight. They got a beautiful meal set out for us. Everybody, tell everybody who you are.
I'm Dennis Simpson.
Debbie Simpson.
Jim Simpson.
The home we're staying in, you're not gonna believe this. Look, I want to show you the trophy room here. Just look at that. Ooh, a big kitty. Meow. And yes, that's a tiger. Okay, I'm gonna turn the phone around the other way and kind of walk down through here real slow. And this is where the damage is getting done right here. Yeah. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, these are great big old deer, and there's not one of them in this pen that's over 3 years old. And this is what happens on a deer farm. They're raising these guys up. I mean, we're over here making a show. There's Johnny. There's Michael. And there's a whole lot of big bucks right here. I mean, a lot. Tonight, we've got something on the pit that I've never seen anything like it. You ever seen anything like that? It's called a tomahawk. It looks good to me. Mm-hmm. How long are you supposed to cook those things? Rowan, how long you cook them?
I don't know.
I'll tell you when they're done. How's that sound? Uh-oh. What do we have here? gonna put it in somebody's shoe.
Okay, we got something cool fixing to go down here. We got the boss. Tell everybody what your name is.
Easton.
Easton. Okay, he's the boss. Anyway, look who's here. We got a whole crew right here, and we're fixing to go in. We're gonna dart a great big buck and cut his antlers off. So let's go. All right, what we have is a 4-year-old buck. He is a beast of a deer. And his antlers, I'm going to show you this. His antlers were so flat right here where he's been actually taking and leaning them on the ground. Look at that. We're going to cut them off right now.
Then we use these toothpicks to shove down here in these bleeders.
I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. His name is Heavy.
Morning, Heavy. How you doing? Here, you want some of that?
Is he not beautiful? And yes, he was bottle raised, and he's on a deer farm, and he will never, ever, ever be hunted. In a million years, they don't have $1 million that would pay for somebody to get the right to shoot this deer.
Right there.
He is one lucky buck right here. Hey, bud. Oh, and he's sweet too, aren't you? You knucklehead. And people always ask, how can you love deer the way you do? I think if you spend time with them the way I do, you love them too. How can you not enjoy this? I mean, this is like a dream come true to me. Now look, come here, knucklehead. I thought I saw a cactus horn. Eat your antler. Here. Want some of that? Oh, I dropped some on the ground. Here, there you go. Yeah, easy picking. Easy picking. I don't know if y'all have ever been on a deer farm or not, but if you haven't, I would highly recommend you go to one. I think you'd like it a lot. Meet guys like Heavy.